Coming up on Fulton Today.
This is unjust. It is totally unjust.
Commissioners host town hall meetings to hear residents voice concerns about assessment notices as the appeals deadline draws near. And seniors who lack food have options to battle their hunger. That and more starts right now on Fulton Today. Welcome to Fulton Today, everybody. I'm Shania Chavis-Rucker. It's been a few weeks since Fulton County property owners have received their tax assessment notices, and hundreds of residents have expressed concern about the increases in their values. Well, the Fulton County Board of Commissioners have expressed concern as well and have called on the Board of Assessors to take action. FGTV's Jolene Butts-Freeman has our story.
This is unjust. It is totally unjust.
From North Fulton.
This is a crisis, and something must be done to stem the tide of the crisis.
To Central.
So we're not getting any transparency whatsoever.
And South Fulton. Residents packed town hall meetings with the same concerns. Their 2017 assessment notices.
I think it's important for our constituents to have an opportunity to voice, to vent, to share their concerns in terms of what they may feel are disparities and inconsistencies and inaccuracies.
Chairman John Eves hosted 3 community meetings in 1 week. Vice Chair Bob Ellis invited his constituents out to a town hall as well, as did Commissioner Houseman. Commissioners Morris and Commissioner Arrington will wrap up more community meetings this week and next. Fulton's overall value increase is 13%, which is in line with other neighboring counties. What's not consistent is the percentage of increases countywide.
In fact, the rough distribution is 39% were under 13%, 11% were 13 to 20%, 14% were 20 to 30%, 14% 30 to 50%, 8% 50 to 75%, and 14% over 75%.
It's because of that increased disparity that Fulton commissioners asked Fulton's Board of Assessors to freeze the 2017 values at last year's rates, something the Board of Assessors addressed at its June 15th meeting.
To our citizens who are here today, the members of the Board of Assessors have heard you. While we do not have the authority under the law to rescind and revoke and effectively freeze property assessments, we are working with the Department of Revenue to see if there are any remedies available and have authorized our attorney, as we have just voted, to continue negotiating with them. And this is the statement from our board to you. And we thank you for your patience today.
At least it's not a debt issue. The board is seeking to, it sounds like the Board of Assessors is seeking to exhaust all their options. And I'm just, hopeful, and I'll be working as hard as I can to try to come up with some sort of global resolution.
There is a degree of hope that some relief can be found in terms of taxpayers who have, in many cases, been called upon 50% or more increase in their taxes for 2017.
Fulton residents can appeal their assessments by the July 10th deadline. Now, if you missed the June 15th Board of Assessors meeting, you can watch the rebroadcast of the meeting all this week on FGTV at 6 p.m. Reporting for FGTV, I'm Jolene Butts-Freeman.
Thank you very much. Meanwhile, Fulton County voters helped decide new national leadership this week. The county's registration and election staffers prepared for the big day months in advance. The race between former Secretary of State and former Fulton County Chairman Karen Handel and John Ossoff gathered national attention. The 6th congressional seat was left vacant by Health and Human Services Secretary Tom Price. You can view the election results at both the Fulton County website and the Secretary of State's website. After this election, Fulton will turn its attention to the next big election in November. The special election for the county's District 4 commission seat and possibly the chairman's seat, and of course, the mayor's race.
The mayoral race for the city of Atlanta will be on November 7th, and the qualifying period is near to the end of August. I believe it's August 22nd through the 26th. That's a Monday through Friday.
Now again, you can view the election results at both the Fulton County website and the Secretary of State's website. The dreams of Fulton County Citizens University students recently came true. That's because this year's class heard officials from the Public Works and the Department of Real Estate and Asset Management, known as the Dream Team. Staffers discussed their respective roles and day-to-day responsibilities. From Dream maintaining the county's facilities and vehicles to Public Works ensuring the safety of county's roads, bridges, and traffic signals, students heard how both departments strive to deliver quality services and outstanding customer service.
I learned a little bit more about the water treatment plant of Fulton County. You know, this Johns Creek facility is a beautiful facility. It is really well done and state of the art, and I've learned a lot about the water treatment process.
We learned a lot about the different the real estate and asset management and the maintenance of those facilities.
Up next, the Citizens University students will find out how the physical and mental health of county citizens are maintained after paying a visit to the Health Services and Behavioral Health departments. The number of older adults is projected to increase in the next decade and then increase again the following decade. And with that increase will mean that some seniors will fall into what we call being food insecure. June is Hunger Awareness Month. And Dr. Pamela Rochelle, she's the director of the Department of Senior Services. She's here now to talk to us about what the county plans on doing this month. Welcome to Fulton Today.
Shania, thank you for having me today.
So you all have this hunger program. How would you say that this falls in alignment with the county's priorities?
Well, our hunger strategy aligns with the strategic priority self-sufficiency. One of the objectives in that strategy is reducing hunger among seniors.
And Dr. Rochelle, how will this program be measured in terms of success?
Well, our hunger strategy is measured in a few ways. One, with our congregate and home delivered meals, we are really able to provide 40 or 50% of the nutritional allowance that's recommended by a variety of different nutritional guidelines. Through our program, we are also able to help with other health-related illnesses by providing the proper nutrition that older adults need, and it also impacts social isolation through our congregate meal program and through home delivered meals. Older adults are able to see a friendly face every day. They're able to come to our senior centers and enjoy not only a good meal but some good friendships.
And we want to hear from a senior who's been impacted by this program, and then we'll get your thoughts on the other side.
I don't have transportation, and I have a vision problem and a hearing problem, as you can probably tell. But, you know, it's just been wonderful. They're reliable, just very nice people, and the food is good.
Well, I think Ms. Lally really spoke to some of the really critical success factors in our hunger strategy. One, it helps her to be able to combat social isolation. She's able to participate in the congregate meal setting and really get to socialize and meet other seniors. And it really does help her with her daily nutritional allowance as far as what is required for good health.
And what would be the impact if this particular program was not available in the county?
Well, if our nutritional services weren't available, it would have a critical impact on seniors in Fulton County. In North Fulton alone, for example, over 50,000 combined congregate and home delivered meals were delivered last year. So you can see just by those sheer numbers that we really are reaching out to thousands of seniors across the county, and we're really helping to allow those seniors to remain independent by having good nutrition, opportunities for independence and socialization, and overall good health.
And Dr. Rochelle, your final thoughts?
Well, for any of our viewers today that would like to participate in our congregate or home delivered meals for themselves or a family member, give us a call at 404-613-6000.
Dr. Pamela Rochelle with the Fulton Senior Services Department, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much for having me.
And speaking of our seniors, we'd like to extend a happy 90th birthday to one of our longtime senior advocates.
Our guest of honor is here.
Mrs. Helene S. Mills celebrated her big day at the multi-purpose facility that bears her name.
I was really surprised. I did not want one, but I must admit that this really has been a joy to me.
After enjoying some tasty food and treats and a bit of socializing, family and friends took turns sharing beloved stories of Mrs. Mills.
She has given so much to so many on multi-levels, from across the city to her own block.
The Helene S. Mills multi-purpose facility opened in 2002 as a focal point in the community to enrich the minds, bodies, and spirits of independent seniors age 55 and older. Ms. Mills continues to be instrumental in the development of services for Fulton County seniors and their families. And still to come on Fulton Today, an effort is underway to make sure that children get the meals they're missing now that school is out. It's in our district-by-district coverage next. Fulton's chairman addresses the men and women of the Georgia Military College, and a job fair is held in memory of the late Vice Chair Joan P. Garner. Here's this week's district-by-district coverage. Chairman John Eves salutes this year's class of Georgia Military College graduates. The at-large commissioner delivered the commencement address at the Fairburn campus location. The commissioner used an old biblical story about a grasshopper and a giant to encourage the students to think big.
As graduates of this wonderful institution, as they go out to pursue further graduate study or work in the workplace, they think big, dream big, be convicted, be dedicated, and finish in the job.
The Georgia Military College has been named as the best two-year college in the state of Georgia and among the top 5 in the nation. College students are offered a liberal arts-based two-year undergraduate curriculum designed to support student attainment of an associate's degree. The school prepares students for transfer to 4-year colleges and universities. District 1 Commissioner Liz Hausman has been named to the Georgia House Commission on Transit Governance and Funding. The commissioner will join other members of the commission in studying Georgia's transit needs and analyzing ways for the state to adequately plan and provide for those needs.
So I'm looking forward to sharing our experience here in the metro region with other members of the commission that represent other areas of the state, and hopefully that we can come up with some sort of solution and partnership with the state that allows for state participation in any future transit-oriented developments that we have throughout the state.
Georgia House Speaker David Ralston made the appointment of Commissioner Hausman. The North Fulton representative has focused on transportation and transit initiatives as a priority for Fulton County. In District 4, WorkSource Fulton, with the support of the Fulton County Board of Commissioners, hosted its 4th annual job fair, but this one commemorated the work of the late Vice Chair Joan P. Garner from District 4. The job fair is an event that was initiated in 2014 as a collaboration between the Vice Chair and WorkSource Fulton.
Some of the vendors that we had here was Grady Health System, Prime America, we had Walden Security, All-in-One Security, we had Fulton County Schools that's hiring for the entire district.
The annual job fair features employers who are ready to hire new employees within the next 90 days.
Like everybody was hiring, I ended up getting like 3 interviews, and I'm just kind of happy to be here. I thought it was like a really successful event.
Since 2014, over 4,000 applicants have participated in the job fairs in hopes of landing work. Last year, 30 employers participated and hired some 270 new employees. District 5 Commissioner Marvin Arrington Jr. lends his support to the effort underway to make sure that youth have meals during the summer. State Representative William Bodie and other local officials announced the partnership with the Atlanta Community Food Bank to create the District 62 Youth Summer Meal Program.
This school year, according to the Georgia Department of Education, some 1 million children are enrolled in free or reduced lunch programs in the state of Georgia. So when schools are closed for the summer, students have less access to nutritious meals as they rely on free and reduced price lunches and breakfast.
At 42 sites, kids involved in the program will receive breakfast and lunch meals to children in District 62 throughout the summer.
For pure informational purposes, folks who need food can go to acfb.org for a site that will allow them to find the nearest summer feeding site to their family.
The state's District 62 covers parts of Fulton and Douglas counties, including College Park, Douglasville, East Point, and Union City. And finally, in District 6, we continue our look at the summer programs for youth. The Summer Youth Arts Camp is in full swing at the Southwest Arts Center. The week-long sessions include a curriculum of dance, music, and theater arts.
In this class, we teach fundamental drawing and painting and sculpting. We do hand-built ceramic sculpture using air-dry clay. We do still life drawing with chalk and oil pastels. We do painting with acrylic, watercolor. So we try to get some fundamental class time in.
While some kids are attending the entire summer session, some come 1 week at a time. Each culminates with what is called performance theater, where kids get to show off what they've learned with a production. Next week, we will visit summer camp at the Aviation Community Cultural Center. And up next, free eye exams and glasses available for children in Fulton communities. We'll have that story when we come back. Participants in Fulton's Certified Public Manager program are partnering with a national nonprofit to provide children with free eye exams and glasses. Fran Calhoun is one of the 2 presidents in the CPM program's 2017 class. She's also Fulton's Intergovernmental Affairs Division Manager. Fran, welcome to Fulton Today.
Hi, Shania, and thank you for having me today.
All right, so what exactly is this program and how's it going to work?
The name of the program is the Vision to Learn program, and the Certified Public Manager program for Fulton County is so happy to be launching this program here in Georgia, starting, of course, in Fulton County. The program provides free eye screenings, eye exams, and complimentary glasses to youth living in low-income communities. And so this is a much-needed service in our area. We have about 25,000 youth, we estimate, who actually need this service today.
And you've got some community partners involved in this initiative. Tell us about it.
Indeed, we do. We are delighted to have the Chick-fil-A Foundation and the Atlanta Hawks Foundation partnering with us to provide this service. Of course, they are 2 organizations dedicated to helping youth development and helping youth succeed in school.
So, of course, folks are wondering who is eligible to get the free eye exams and the free glasses.
The program is designed for school-age youth, K through 12. We also work with other youth in the community from foster care homes and nonprofits serving runaway youth. So we are looking to serve all Fulton County youth, but especially those who live in low-income communities.
And explain what your team has been able to determine as it relates to good vision with kids.
Well, one of the things that we've learned about the Vision to Learn program is this critical basic that we often overlook, and that is whether or not children can see. We've learned that about 2 million youth around the nation cannot see well enough to read the chalkboard in their school classroom. And so we know that this contributes to juvenile delinquency. We know that it contributes to children being tracked into special education, into juvenile justice system. In fact, we have read some studies that indicate that approximately 70% of youth who are in state juvenile justice systems need eyeglasses. So we believe that in some instances where perhaps people think that children can't learn, we believe they simply just can't see. And so we certainly want to provide this program free of charge in our community to ensure academic success and persistence for youth in school, and to ensure that not only do they do well in school, but that we keep them out of juvenile justice programs around the nation and in Fulton County.
And Fran, your final thoughts?
We invite all summer camps, churches, youth programs of all types to come out July 10 and July 11. We will provide free screenings and exams at the Welcome All Park and Multipurpose Center on July 10 from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. and then on July 11 at the Burdett Gymnasium from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Please come bring your youth out. Often children don't know that they can't see well, and we certainly want to provide this much needed service in Fulton County.
All right, Fran Calhoun with the 2017 Certified Public Managers Program. Great information. Good luck. We, of course, will be covering it.
Thank you again so much for having me.
Now, here's the contact information to get more details about the Vision to Learn program. Again, the Back to School event is July 21st at Welcome All Park. Fulton's health officials want to make sure that residents have the correct numbers for services for the new state-of-the-art health center at 10 Park Place. As we've reported, the county officially opened its new health services facility last month. The Aldridge location closed after 56 years of service. Now, 10 Park Place in its first month is getting good reviews, just as the health director predicted when she spoke to us during the Aldridge move.
I would match any private sector clinic with the beauty of that clinic. It's just the beauty and efficiency. It's just a fabulous facility.
So here are the numbers for services at 10 Park Place. For client clinic appointments, call 404-613-1401. And for general inquiries and other departments, you can call 404-613-1205. And still to come, children are given a chance to build a better world through education and entertainment. We'll explain. The library's popular summer reading program is now underway. Several library branches kicked off the summer reading program with special events in honor of this year's theme, to build a better world. Whether it was hearing engaging stories or enjoying a day of face painting, bouncy houses, and crafty activities, there was plenty of entertainment for the whole family.
This is a chance for us to encourage everyone to participate in reading for the summer. We're not just thinking of the kids, we're thinking of the whole family. We have reading programs for the adults, teens, and the children. So we want to make reading a family affair so that everyone gets involved.
Fitness activities such as yoga, obstacle courses, and dancing were also offered in an effort to build a better you. With most children out of the school for summer, the program is designed to help them remain engaged and not lose their skills for learning.
Our desire is to help our children develop some ideas of how they're going to build a better world, whether it's with reading, technology, whether it's with science, whether it's physical building, whether it's architecture. So this theme touches upon all subject matters.
To learn more about the summer reading program, visit afpls.org. And if you do visit a library this summer, pay attention to its beauty. The Metropolitan and Buckhead libraries were recently named to the list of the 10 most beautiful libraries in Georgia by the Georgia Public Library Services.
It's very exciting for Fulton County to make this list. There are a lot of libraries in Georgia, so for 2 of ours in our system to be named as the most beautiful in Georgia is awesome.
The GPLS solicited help from residents around the state, and after a 2-month online submission campaign, a total of 60 facilities were nominated. That number was then reduced to 10 after a panel of public library architecture professionals reviewed the candidates.
We think our Metropolitan Library was selected because of it's, first of all, a new library in the system. It's beautiful, architecture and just a gorgeous space in the city of Atlanta. The other is Buckhead, which was built in the 80s and is actually up for a renovation, but is very architecturally just a gorgeous library.
To see a complete list, you can log on to georgialibraries.org. And before we go, our reminder that we'd like to connect with you online. Check us out anytime on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and our YouTube channel. Well, that does it for this edition of Fulton Today. I'm Shania Chavis-Rucker. Thank you so much for watching. Join us each week for news around and about Fulton County.